It's
Yeah, so I
wild.
know that's a major difference.
Yeah, that's a major difference. Like, I have never
Mm,
even seen an ice cream with spices before, but they
mm,
do that in China. It's so weird, but I mean, people like it. It's their
mm.
culture here.
Why like that, Wada Jim? Welcome back to my channel. Very soon, I'll be introducing my guest to share her experiences in China. If it's something you like to watch, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hi!
Hi.
Welcome back to my channel.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes, 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 yes. And this time around, you are in China and I'm
Yeah,
interviewing you.
yeah.
Yeah, so let me welcome you back to China.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm. Okay, sis, do you mind introducing yourself to us? Although you've done an intro in the first video, but for those
Yeah,
who do not know you, do you mind introducing
mhm.
yourself to us?
Yeah, of course, why not? Hi viewers. My name is Amma, and Mama C is my sister from another mother.
Yes.
Yes, previously she interviewed me, and I'm here again. I'm currently back in China, trying specifically to improve my Chinese language proficiency. Yeah, so that's why I am back here, and that's just a little about me. I'm hoping that during this interview, you would discover a little more, or I will tell you a little more about myself. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, guys, she forgot to add that she's a YouTuber. She's a content creator. Okay. So I'll leave her handle on the screen so you support her just like you've been doing to me. Okay. Yeah. Her handle is
Yeah.
shopping with Amma. So please go to her page, show her some love. Okay. She needs it.
Thank you,
Okay.
sis.
You're welcome. Just like I said earlier, the last time we had an interview, you were in Ghana and now you are in China.
Right.
Why China? Why did you have to come back to China? Is it
This
because
question
you love
again.
you love China so much that you had to come back? Why? Why? Tell us why.
Oh my God. Well, I love China. That's a fact that I
Mm,
cannot deny. But the main reason why I came this time around was to better or improve my Chinese language proficiency and also be able to pass my HSK 4 level. Yeah. So mainly that's the reason why I came back.
mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know that before you were living in Nanjing, right? And
Yeah.
you are in Chongqing now. Well, these are two cities. Yeah, but do you think there's been some changes, improvements? Like, do you think there's been some changes after you left and then came back?
Changes, I would say, well, if I was to be in Nanjing again, I would say there's changes, but this is a totally different city for me. And so the first time I got here, it's like I feel like it's the first time I'm arriving in China. You know, you have to get used to the new environment, the way they do their things, the way they speak. You know, Mandarin or Chinese language has like different dialects and whatnot. So that was a bit of a challenge, or one of the few changes or differences that I noticed when I came around. So I would say one of the other things that I also noticed was the price of goods. Back then, I think I left China in 2020. And before then, cost of goods here or even food was way cheaper. And when I arrived, I noticed that things have changed a bit in terms of prices of food. Yeah, so I took notice of that.
Okay. Um, back in 2020, you were doing your master's, right?
Right.
And now you're doing Chinese language.
Mm.
Do you think with the educational system in Nanjing, as in, do you see any difference between the educational system in Nanjing and that of Chongqing, and the environment, the kind of people you are meeting? Any difference in that, or any
Right.
similarities?
There are a lot of differences, and I think that has to do with the level of education. You cannot definitely compare master degree applicants or students with students who are seeking to just acquire the Chinese language certificate or just to acquire the Chinese language skills. Most of us during the master degree program were from government institutions. So, there's that high level of respect, responsibility. Like when it's time for all students to be in class, everyone will be in class on time. And those that don't come to class on time, they seek permission from the teacher, or those who absent themselves from class, they do seek permission from the teachers. But where I am now, or the class that I am in now, like there are lots of young people, and you know how young people too are. So some of them, or most of them, are like nonchalant. So they decide what time they come to class. When they come to class, if they're not coming to class, there's nothing like permission asking. So most of the time, they get the international school or the teachers or the facilitators talking and holding meetings every now and then, asking students to be disciplined and taking responsibility and whatnot. So yeah, there's a lot of difference. Definitely, you cannot compare master degree students with these young people that uh, I'm young though, but I mean, in terms of age, you cannot compare these two groups of people. So there's much of a difference here.
Sis, so you said you are learning Chinese, but do you
Yeah.
want to learn Chinese? Are you not content with the English language? Like, why? Why do you want to learn Chinese? Any special reason?
Well. The only answer I can give you is probably the future is China. Yeah, the future is China. And if you really want to penetrate or take advantage of whatever is going on in their country or even outside their country, because now China is everywhere in the world. Yeah, so if you want to explore, take advantage of everything that they are doing, I think one of the best things to do is to be able to learn their languages, speak it fluently. And although I did study the Chinese language during my master's degree, it wasn't something that I was focused on. Like, it wasn't my major. It was something that we're doing like part time. So now I just want to dedicate my time here studying the Chinese language just to improve, and also hope that at the end of the program I'll be able to achieve my goal. Should I go back to my country, I should be able to explore the opportunities that are available there for Chinese speaking people.
And how is it going so far?
It's been great. Initially it was slow because um, the school felt like it was the first time they were admitting international students, so everything was just all over the place. So those who had basic knowledge in Chinese and those who had zero, we were all mixed together. But along the way, they did well to divide us into classes or groups so that we could keep pace or be able to improve based on our level. So it's been great so far.
I'm going to be making a lot of comparison between, when you came here earlier,
Mhm.
back in the days like 2020
Yeah.
and now. Okay. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
the first comparison is back in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have a family, right? Now you are married with kids, and you are
Yeah.
here all alone by yourself. How are you managing it? Is it easy?
Ah, this is a very difficult question to answer. Um, it's been a lot, especially when you are so connected to your kids. You being a mother, and I know you understand what I mean. If
Yeah,
you're so
yeah.
far away from your kids, sometimes you feel so empty, you feel so
Mm,
sad. Like the place is so quiet, and so you begin to miss them. So it's something that I have been learning to cope with. It hasn't been easy. Sometimes when I feel so lonely, I just go out, take a walk, or sit somewhere and relax, and then come back home. It's hard, but we are coping. And if I sometimes feel like it's the emotions are too much, I just talk to the people around me. So it's been like that.
So the last time we spoke, you
Hmm.
mentioned you were into business, right?
Right.
Yeah. We won't be saying a lot in this video, but
Mm.
are you able to combine schooling with business?
Schooling with business. I mean, running the business back home is difficult now. I'd say right now
Mm,
it's on hold. So whatever thing I was doing or selling when I was back in Ghana is currently on hold because yeah, I can't be here and be selling in Ghana as well.
mm,
And so, what I have decided to do is to be able to procure or source goods for people back in Ghana who want to resell, or even people who want to use for like personal use. So that's what I have been doing in terms of business. But like my business back in Ghana is currently on hold, hoping to resume when I get back home.
okay. Yeah. Sis, I have a question I want to ask.
Yeah.
So you are into content creation now, and I've been seeing your post on YouTube and on TikTok. Okay.
Right.
Just like you, I'm also into content creation. And mostly on TikTok, when I post, people come into my inbox telling me they want to relocate to China. And then I ask them, what's for? They just tell me they want to relocate. Okay. And then sometimes you
Mm.
even mention the money involved. Sometimes it's difficult to raise the money, but they still
Mm.
want to relocate. And then I tell them, no, if you're not coming to school, if a company is not employing you and, giving you documents to come, or you're not coming for business, I don't think it's right for you to, relocate to China. That is like, if you do
Mm.
not have a purpose, okay, don't come
Yeah.
to China. But it seems people are so desperate to travel that whatever advice you give them enters one ear and comes out of the other. Okay. So the question is, one, I want to ask if people have been, sending you messages that they want to relocate to China, and would you advise them to come to China? That
Mm.
is, if they don't have anything doing in China, why would
Mm.
someone, want to come to China? What is your, advice to these people?
Yeah, I have received just a few of these messages,
Mm,
and
mm,
some of them are about school wanting to come to China to school, which is obviously the easiest and been the best way.
mm,
And a couple of them have also reached out telling me they want to relocate and want to know how much it costs to stay in a specific city, how much it costs to enroll their kids here and there. And yeah, someone else also wanting some sort of service in terms of me assisting them to apply for a visa to come to China. But most of the answers I give them is it's not easy. You might see it out there like how we all portray it to be on the internet, but getting in mostly you might also find it easy to get in, but when you get in, how to stay here, the laws are not as flexible or easy for people like us here. So most of them I advise them to take the best route. If you think you have the means to come, well, you can come, but I don't know. I don't know how the laws are going to, or how it is going to be for you, because I know some people too. It's easy for them on their first arrival here in China. Others too, they have to come and go and come and go, and because the laws are not that easy on them. So my advice for anyone that seeks to, or who seeks to come to China for anything other than studies, is if they have the means and if they think they want to, if this is the best choice for them, then I mean, they can go ahead, because regardless, when someone someone makes up their mind that they want to do something, no matter what you tell them. So, for instance, the people who are seeing you living, they will think you are living the life here in China and you're doing so well. Then they don't know like the details or what you are going through right now to get to, or what you went through to get to where you are right now. So they just see the surface thing. So when you tell them not to come, they will think you don't want them to come and enjoy, in quotes, or come and experience the things that you're experiencing here. They might think you are against them. So sometimes, no matter how much or how many times you advise these people, they'll still go ahead and come. So, I mean, what's the point though? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, I usually tell them when you come and you find yourself in any trouble, don't call me because I advise you not to come. Yes. Yes. Because I'm telling you the truth. I always tell people I came as a student, just like you said, coming as a student is
Hmm.
usually very easy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Coming as a student is usually very easy, right? Yeah.
Mm.
So if you're not coming as a student and you want to come and do business, it's also fine. But if you want to
Mm.
relocate, because there's a lot involved in relocating, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like you said, there are times you can get in easily, but the immigration process is not as easy as that.
Yeah.
There's a lot involved when it comes to the immigration process. I remember there was a time I was going to renew my permit and I was asked how fluent I was in Chinese. Yes, can you imagine? Yeah. And
As if
at the
that was a
immigration,
requirement.
yes, at the immigration, we're only given 1 month visa. You can just imagine. Yeah, so anything can just happen. Okay. I know
Yeah.
people who had lived here for a long time and they went back to the immigration to go and renew, and they told them they were not going to renew for them. Okay, so a lot of things happen when it comes to getting a visa or residence permit here in China. But when you tell them, they wouldn't want to listen. But anyway, I'll just tell you what I know. If you still want to come, it's not my money. You can come.
Exactly.
Yes,
Like you
yes,
said
but
earlier,
like,
you say something and then the next minute or second, it's like coming
mm,
out of the other ear.
mm,
So
yeah,
what's really
yeah.
the point?
But just like I said, when you get into trouble, I don't know you. Anyway. So, any differences between Nanjing and Chongqing?
Oh yeah, there's a huge difference. There is a
Mm.
huge
Oh, before
difference.
you even start, I watched your
Mm.
recent video. You were talking about the fact that in Chongqing, most of their foods are spicy. Like even biscuits,
Yeah,
they could add spice to.
yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes. So I
wild.
know that's a major difference.
Yeah, that's a major difference. Like I have never
Mm,
even seen an ice cream with spices before, but they
mm,
do that in China. It's so weird, but I mean, people like it. It's their
mm,
culture here. And the funny thing too is that when tourists do around, they just want to try. You are in a new place. You also try to get used to what they do here, what they
mm,
eat, and all that. So yeah, like you have mentioned, that's one of the differences.
mm,
Chongqing is well known for its spicy dishes.
mm,
Um, I didn't experience that when I was in Nanjing for the 2 years that I stayed for my master's degree.
Mm,
And another difference is the landscape. This place is like on a mountain. And
mm,
so most of the times they call this city the mountainous city. Chongqing as a mountainous city. Most
mm,
of the buildings are on a mountain, and
okay.
you could be on top of the mountain, but you would be walking on a floor level. And you
Mm,
look down, you realize that there are more and more buildings down there.
mm, mm,
And yes, I didn't see much of that in Nanjing. Nanjing was like a leveled city.
mm,
Not much of this rocky and mountains every here and there. So
mm,
that's another difference. The other difference is the language that they speak here. Like I mentioned earlier, some cities have different dialects.
mm,
I understand Chongqing used to be part of the Sichuan province before it became a province of on its own. So they
mm,
have the Sichuan province dialect. So
okay.
it's very difficult to understand what they say when they are speaking to you. And
Mm,
sometimes when they are trying to, especially these old people, when they meet you and they want to ask you for something, they're just speaking their language, and I'm like, I cannot understand what you're saying. Can you speak the ordinary Chinese language? And they are also unable to speak, so that's a bit of a challenge here.
mm,
And I would also say the cost of living here, Chongqing is huge, but I'm going to
mm,
speak for where I am staying right now.
mm,
I'm living in Wanzhou City, which is about 1 hour by fast train from the central Chongqing city. But the
mm,
cost of living here is very low
mm,
as compared to Nanjing, which I know is much developed than the district that I am in here.
mm,
But when you
mm,
go to the main Chongqing city, it also has some developed areas with high cost of living and high cost of um, high cost of living in general. Everything is expensive in that area. So in Chongqing, depending on where you are staying, it will determine how much you pay for the services or goods that you are getting from there. And yeah, Chongqing is, in terms of technology, they are advancing a lot.
mm,
Um, Almost every Saturday, there is a drone display in the city. They also have the Yangtze River passing through the city. So they have a lot of displays and a lot of programs here and there. So the
mm,
city is lively,
mm,
and that's the little that I can say in terms of
mm,
the differences that these two cities have.
mm. No, okay. Um, so far, what's your favorite food in Chongqing?
Oh, my favorite food, it's called Haoyu. It's
Mm,
it's like a big fish. They
roasted.
make it like a hot pot.
Mm,
Okay. So the fish will be inside and have some vegetables and some leaves and garlic and obviously spices. So when you get that, you can buy either noodles or rice and eat with it. But
rice.
it's really
Mm,
nice. Yeah, it's
mm,
one of my favorite dishes here. And
mm.
Chongqing too is well known for hot pot. I don't know if you know
Okay.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I heard.
they have a lot, like over several hotspots restaurants around.
Mm,
So I have been seeing a couple of tourists around, and I'm sure it's mainly because of the landscape, the food, the spicy foods, and then the hotspots that they serve around this place. So it's
mm,
it's an interesting and nice city.
mm. No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Any culture shocks in Chongqing apart
What
from the spicy food?
Apart from the spicy food, nothing shocks me. Nothing has shocked me. I mean,
Mm,
it's almost the same as the cultural shocks I mentioned in my
earlier.
previous video. Yeah,
Mm,
people touching you to feel your skin, and people looking at you twice or even multiple times just to see if you are real. And the spitting part, yeah, that's the only cultural shocks that
Mm.
I've
Mm.
experienced.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Yeah. So this video or this meetup
Mm,
was just to welcome you back to China and then
thank
to
you.
share your experiences, your new experiences to with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So your new experiences with us. Yeah. And I hope so far you're enjoying your stay, apart from the fact that your family is not here with you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm enjoying my stay. I'm enjoying
Mm,
my stay. It's hard, like I mentioned earlier, but I know it will be worth it, and I'm looking
mm,
forward to the day I go back home to
mm,
meet my boys.
yeah. And I believe that's even the main reason why you started content creation. So that you,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. And I really enjoy watching your content.
Thank you. Thank you too for
Yes,
giving me
yes,
the
yes, yes,
motivation and
yes.
encouragement. You are learning from me
Yes.
small, small.
Oh, me now I'm learning from you.
Oh,
I'm learning to leave my comfort zone and also move around just like you've been doing. So I'm trying.
yeah.
I've only not had time to, edit the videos because I've been,
Yeah.
moving up and down, but very
Moving
soon
up.
you're going to be
Yeah.
seeing my videos. Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yes, 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 yes. Sis, thanks for coming.
Oh,
And
thank you
thanks
for
for
having
sharing
me.
your experiences. I'm very, very grateful. Yeah.
Anytime, anytime. I'm
Yeah.
glad we finally got to do this.
Yes, 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 yes. And guys, like I said, she's a content creator. I'll leave her TikTok and her YouTube handles. Yeah. And then she's also an agent, sort of. Okay. So if you want to come to China, don't come to me, go to her. She'll give you the best advice. Okay. She's not like me who tell you when you come and you have issues, don't call me.
Please, let's be specific. Oh, I can only help
Yeah.
with school, not
Yes, yes, yes.
job or work visa. When it comes to school, yeah, I can help. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay, so just like she said, if you want to come to school in China, she's the right person to contact. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'll leave her TikTok. So if you have any other messages, if you want to do business, she's also into business, like she mentioned. If you want to do business, you can contact her. If she can't help you, she will help you. And please subscribe to her YouTube channel. Very, very important.
thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, sis. Okay. Guys, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.